Hi, I'm Jason. I'm down here at the Trump Dubai. I'm here with Golf Digest Middle East, and what we're going to be looking at today is how and when you need to change your wedges. I've got some old wedges here just to show you how we can have a look at seeing if your wedges are too old to play with. Firstly, we'll be looking at the grooves, and then secondly, we'll be looking at the face. Most of the new modern wedges have a milled pattern. They do it a couple of different ways. Some of them are laser milling it, some of them are stamp pressing it on the face. But what it is it's just that face of the club is quite rough. What that does is it increases friction and ultimately is going to just improve your spin on the ball. How we can test that is you can just run your fingers across the face. If it's getting smooth, you know that the milling is really wearing down a little bit. The other key area is going to be checking the grooves. How you can check that is you can just run your fingernail through the groove, and if you can see or feel that it really is quite small, the groove, or narrow, and compared to the top grooves, because you probably wouldn't have worn the top grooves out, you can feel a difference between that, then you know that your grooves have been worn down and it probably is time for a change. Why that's important is because ultimately we're trying to create as much spin as possible, or consistent spin as possible, to give you the best consistency with your short game. Okay, so I've got two wedges just to show you the difference. Here's the older one. You can really see that face is really worn down and worn out. And here I've got the new RTX-3 from Cleveland. You can just have a look how different the face is. We've got the milling pattern, which is a new and improved milling pattern, as well as the grooves. The grooves are much, much deeper. And as I run my fingers across the face there, you can just feel the roughness of the face, and that's really just going to improve your spin and ultimately just improving that friction between club and ball, and just consistency is going to come out of that. Another thing to factor in when changing or looking at changing your wedges is technology does improve. And as we look at this golf club here, which is the new RTX-3, here's a specific thing that we'll look at, which is an improvement. And it sounds like it's probably a little bit obvious, or should be obvious, but it's actually not, and it's one of the things that they're doing in their new wedges. It's called the Feel Balancing Technology. And basically what they're doing is they're saving weight in the hosel of the golf club, and then they're being able to redistribute that weight in order to get the center of gravity right in the center of the golf club. Now, as I said, it might sound like it's a bit obvious to do, or should have been done, but that's something that they're doing at the moment. What that is doing is it really just helping with feel. It's also helping with consistency of strike, just being able to control distance because of a better strike. Something else that they've changed is they've got this V-groove sole. And now what that's able to do is that's just pushing the bounce a little bit forward to the forward part of the sole, and it's really improving on club head speed through the turf interaction. So if you're on a slightly different lie where you've got a little bit of rough in it, the club head is moving through the ball a little bit faster than previous models because of this V-groove. The same thing will happen if you just catch a little bit of turf on a good lie. What will happen is the club head is maintaining much more speed through the turf than it was before. So there are improvements in technology. Those are things to factor in. It's important to go ahead and try and get the right wedge for your game, because wedge play is absolutely crucial to good scoring. And there's so many factors to come in. It's good to get custom fit for them.